Well, we've got a swanky new room to explore. Hop to it. I wonder if there might be something helpful which isn't here. Yet. Hey, check out the cylinder phonograph. Try winding it up. Hey, check out the cylinder phonograph. Try winding it up. Look at that huge painting above the fireplace. It's... yuck! Bugs! Maybe the books need to be burnt in a certain order. Whoa! Look at that flame! I think we're on the right track. The painting! That must be it. Place the books in the same order as the stages of the life cycle of the firefly. Okay, and the next one. Sorry, Grail. It's for the good of the universe. Some of these fancy books match the bugs in the painting above the fireplace. Whoa, did not expect that. Let's follow it.
Free me. Use the flames.
What a creepy painting. Did that painting just move?
3. Flames are key.
I'm thinking we listen to the demon painting before she gets annoyed.
Bring me home into the light.
That door. Someone just opened it. That really was not nice at all. A key! Wait a second. The insignia matches the lock on the base of that phonograph. You found it. Well played, Sherlock. You have in your hand a trionic lattice, also known as a time key. Put it in your pocket for now. I reckon it will come in handy later on. Getting a nap. How about you leave me in the TARDIS for this one? No? The readings I'm getting are off the chart. Oh, the crypt is absolutely infested with angels. So just get to the cabin. Open it using the time key. Grab the time crystal and get the hell out of there. And whatever you do, don't blink. Don't even blink. It's the time crystal! Grab it before the angels decide you're a threat. You did it! And I'm using the power of the second crystal to get through to the doctor. See if she can get the TARDIS to materialise inside the building, so we can vamoose before the angels figure out a way to follow us. Uh-oh. Looks like the generator is out. Suppose we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Look, we can still get out of this place. Let's make a start by winding the crank on that generator unit. The one on the wall up ahead. The lift has powered up, but the system needs a moment to reset. Keep your eye on the angel. We're nearly there. Make your way now, nice and steady. You're safe. You've got the time crystal. Everything is going to be fine. I think. Well, that didn't last long, did it? According to the TARDIS database, weeping angels have a unique self-defense mechanism. Long story short, keep them in sight and we should be okay. reset. Keep your eye on the angel. We're nearly there. Nice and steady. The power is on, but the lift doors need a moment to open. You've got this. The doors are open. Quickly, pull the lever. Don't give up now. We're getting closer to the TARDIS. I can feel it. That's it. We just need to wait for the lift to reinitiate before we can pull the lever. Ready. Make your way now. Nice and steady. Okay, so that's why the weeping angel in the painting gave us the key. It wasn't helping us. It wanted us down here, so we'd have to face these angels. You made it! Great! Now, let's get back to the TARDIS. Whoa! I'm glad to be back. Things got pretty hectic back there. We make quite a good team, don't we?
What took you so long? While you've been sightseeing and taking it easy, I've been doing the donkey work and finding out what's behind the reality virus. First things first, though, I can detect a force is trying to fix us in a tractor beam. I'm not having that. I'm going to remote pilot the TARDIS away from Earth. Back in a tick, and you might want to find something to hang on to.
Okay, pull the activation lever and let's go.
We've landed on, let me see, Metabilis 4. Ah well, it's better than Metabilis 3, but nowhere near as good as Metabilis 1 or 2. They were great. I told you I've been tracking down what was behind the reality virus. Well, now I know, and it's not good news. But if you're risking your life to help me, I think you deserve to know the truth. Emma, maybe you can generate some images to go along with what I'm telling you. Right then. Billions of millennia ago, when the universe was fragile and new, planets formed and stars began to burn. And at some point, no one really knows when, the very first sentient life form in all of creation was born. Or maybe I should say, she began to exist. The universe's first creature with conscious awareness was, by definition, all alone in the world. She spawned more of her own species, nurtured them. She was the very first mother. The cosmos expanded. Planets and stars became vast galaxies, and light spread throughout countless systems, throughout centuries. And that first sentient being, let's call her the First, well, she slept for billions of years. But as the prototype for all consciousness, the First had design faults, teething problems, the most serious of which was very obvious. She didn't know how to die. When she was revived, she looked on in absolute horror at what her children had turned into. Their warfare and cruelty and brutality all appalled her. She felt duty-bound to right these wrongs. She was compelled to destroy her creations, to eradicate all sentient life, to return the universe to how it had been when she gazed across the first horizons, to atone. The First has evolved into a super intelligent but very damaged figure. She's experienced many forms over the years, but now, I believe, she's humanoid. She sees herself as simply escalating a process that species right across the universe are already hell-bent upon. She's nurturing conflict and chaos and destruction so she can end their plight and begin anew. She's not a god, and she's not evil. She wants redemption. She wants another chance. She wants children who love her and each other. And we have to stop her.
So that's who's behind the reality virus. That's who we're up against.
That's who we're up against. We're close, though. Get hold of the final time crystal, and the TARDIS can get all three of them to me, so I can get back to where I should be, and, save the universe. It's what I do best. I just want to warn you, though. The TARDIS has sensed the First is near. The danger's never been greater. Be careful.
at this place. Hey, I don't want to be that guy, but I've already got some bad news. The sands that blow across the surface of this planet are somehow blocking my Zyton readings. That means you're going to have to find the last time crystal the old school way.
You are welcome, visitors. Enjoy the serenity and grace of our world.
I think it's the planet itself welcoming us. I've had a quick squiz through the local archives, and this place is known as the Temple of the First. That can't be a coincidence. Look, I'm not jumping for joy at the prospect of going in there. But it is the most likely place to find the final crystal. We've got to check it out. This seems to be the entrance. So how do we get in? There must be a way to activate this stone dais. You know what? You could try using the sonic. That's it. Keep doing that. I think it's working. Good old sonic. It's the time crystal. Ah! I didn't think it'd be that easy. Right. I may have spoken too soon. Hey, at least it can't get any worse. I'm thinking we gotta go through those big doors. That's where you come in. There's no time like the present, mate. I know you're scared. I am too, but you know, upwards and onwards. This temple is amazing and stuff, but I think you ought to press that button now. No pressure, but the universe is at stake. Looks like that's it. Oh, what? That's a Dalek. I thought this place was meant to be serene and peaceful. faintest sound. And we really need to get past this one and through that door. If you wander into its light or get too close, they'll attack like there's no tomorrow. And if you die, there may not be a tomorrow. That was a close one. Okay, I've tapped into the TARDIS database. And you know I said things couldn't get any worse? Yeah, well, I was wrong. Remember that time glitch? Well, now we're in a future where the Daleks invaded the planet. They're trying to work out how to harness the power of the time crystals. The more immediate problem, I'm picking up signals from a bunch of Daleks, all pretty close to where we are now. I'm guessing more cheese graters from hell. Stay sharp, okay? And stay out of their sight. Looks like the same door from before. We can't reach the trigger from here. You'll have to improvise. Maybe you could activate it from a little way off. Let's see how good your aim is. Looks like the same door from before. We can't reach the trigger from here. You'll have to improvise. Maybe you could activate it from a little way off. Let's see how good your aim is. Great shot! Nice one!
Dalek Command reports that Earth has fallen. Our empire stretches from Skaro to New Spyridon. We must reign supreme. The Dalek Empire must be universal. The new power source will unlock total dominion for the Daleks. Reports indicate the presence of temporal anomalies. Explain. Sensors detect disturbances in the fabric of time and space. Reality is being dislocated. Anomalies must not distract us from our destiny. There is only one reality. Correct. An incorruptible reality. Daleks are the one pure race. All other species must be exterminated. Daleks rule supreme. All other life forms will be exterminated. Exterminate. Daleks rule supreme. Message to Dalek Command. Artron energy has been detected. We believe the temple has been breached by an associate of the Doctor. The intruder will be destroyed. Possible diversion detected. I will investigate and exterminate any opposition. Security sensors have locked on to unidentified object. The object has been possible intruder detected. Identify yourself. The intruder.
Things are there?
Dalek patrols in progress. All rebels will be located and executed.
We need to get that door open.
Unsanctioned intruder detected. Identify yourself.
That Dalek is blocking our way. You need to get it to move.
Dalek Command reports there are intruders in the temple. Any unauthorized presence with unsanctioned intruder detected. Identify yourself.
Cover.
Dalek's patrols in progress. All rebels will be located and executed. Unsanctioned recommencing patrol. The power source must be guarded. Dalek's patrols in progress. All rebels will be located and executed. The power source must be guarded. Dalek Command reports there are intruders in...
Can you imagine what it's like to be the Doctor and do this kind of stuff all the time? For me personally, I'll take the TARDIS database over killer aliens any day of the week. I don't think these ones are occupied, so to speak. You're not thinking what I'm thinking, are you? We need to reach that time crystal, but it looks like this is a dead end. We've got to return to the stone dais before the Daleks get their hands on it. Well, I say hands. We've got to return to the stone dais before the Daleks get their hands on it. Well, I say hands. Maybe we could hop in and take a ride inside a Dalek. It'd be the perfect disguise. The perfect, highly weaponized, fully armored disguise. Ha! Great minds really do think alike. Okay, I'm gonna control the movement, because I'm pretty sure I'm a better driver than you. You take care of the shooty bits. And just so you don't freak, I've altered the power setting on the weaponry you'll be using. When you blast a Dalek, you're only taking out its casing. You're not actually killing the creature inside. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's do this.
The intruder must be eliminated! Catastrophic damage. I have failed. I have.
We can destroy those Dalek energy blasts before they reach.
My vision is impaired. Status immobilized. The Daleks will take vengeance for your brutality.
Modular power-up. Destroy it, and your hand cannon will rise to power levels over 9,000.
I have been rendered inoperative. malfunction malfunction.
Multiple Daleks incoming! after a few seconds. Come on, we're so close. Big feet and let's do this. Disable it. Shoot those power nodules! They leave the diet. Hurry though, they'll recharge after a few seconds. Come on, it's so close. Big feet and let's do this. Grab that power up. A Dalek casing. It's gone. Oh man, I was starting to feel at home in there. There must be a way to activate this stone dais. What's it doing here? We've got to go in and see what's happening. What the? What's going on? The TARDIS has been destroyed. We're too late. She's wiped out reality. Okay, we're in the inner temple of the First, and here she is. Don't try anything rash. She's unbelievably powerful.
Unbelievably powerful. You say it like it was a bad thing. Power, in the right hands, can be beautiful. And you don't have to worry about my omnipotence. After all, Mother knows best. I only wanted what was best for my children. Would you hold that against me? Could you hold that against any parent? The only difference is, I have the power to make my resolve become reality. I will give you a second chance. I will give all living creatures rebirth. And before that rebirth, I ask for only one thing: your death. Universal annihilation in exchange for a brighter tomorrow.
Wow. Talk about tough love.
I love you all. Good night.
I'm gonna need your help more than ever now, because the universe is hanging by a thread. The reality virus has deleted the TARDIS interior and wiped out almost everything. But hey, I love a good almost. And right now, that almost says to me, you can still do this. You can fight it. You can come back. Because this time round, I found out very quickly that sometimes all it really needs is a leap of faith.
In the land of the living, are you? The doctor filled me in. Turns out she didn't need the Zyton. But she did need you to visit all those places to collect the time crystals, because she knew the first was watching her, and by extension, watching you.
Those locations were the last things in the first's memory, and so they're virtually the last snatches of reality to be destroyed. I've hidden 3 items, one in each of 3 environments.
The doctor disguised the items, but all of them has something unique about their physical appearance. A clue that suggests they're bound up with the first in some way.
I'll explain later, but when they're placed together, they'll form a device powerful enough to deal with the first. I hope. Because the universe is so fractured, to reach a location that still exists, you just have to visualize it. That's what you've got to do now. I can't help you, because the voice you're hearing now is a simple psychic projection while I keep the first busy.
First, you must remember the office from the London laundrette. Let your memories guide us to where we need to go now. I'm losing you.
Annual connections drifting. Can you still hear me?
Is there anything in there that looks familiar? Anything that stands out? Any markings? When you see it, grab it. From the readings I'm getting, it looks like the first object you're after is a small clock. Grab it. Grail. Great. And our neural connection is strengthening. Our optic connection is getting clearer. Start looking for the second piece. You got it. We need just one more piece, which means one more memory.
What do you think you're doing? Are you trying to interfere with my plans?
Ignore her. Just find the third object, and let's get out of here. If my readings are correct, the object we're after is disguised as a framed picture. It's got to be in there somewhere. If my readings are correct, the object we're after is disguised as a framed picture. You did it! We've got the final piece of the device. I'm going to pull you back to the temple so we can put the 3 pieces together. We're back. Oh. What happened? The objects. They're here. But what do we do now?
You're too late. Don't you see that? I'm redeeming my children, giving you all a second chance. Why would you fight against that? Happy Mother's Day.
I think we need some help. Doctor? What now?
My lot, my people, they reckoned the first might make it here someday. So they created a device powerful and ingenious enough to send her back to her beginning. It was too dangerous to leave lying about. So I split it into 3 and hid it. I knew the first would be watching me, so I needed you to make sure those locations were amongst the last to exist, and that you could get back to them. That was crucial. You had to know them really well. I've appealed to the first to let us continue to live our lives, offered her a truce. She refused. So now you have to send her back to the genesis of time using the device you've assembled. You've hardly any time left.
I know what you've got to do. You've got to sonic the device.
Think of me kindly when I'm gone. When you see a sunset or flowers, remember my love for you. I only wanted what was best for my children. For you.
Well, I don't want you to get too big in the boots, but guess what? I reckon you just saved the universe. The first's been flung back to the beginning of time, but she's not dead. Without her, the virus ceased to exist, and reality has snapped back into place. But because the first lives, she's effectively in a time loop. She will try time and time again to unleash the virus and wipe out all of sentient creation. Her threat will recur over and over. She will always return, which is why you must always be there to stop her. I'm taking you back to where it all started. The little laundrette in London. I'm sorry I misled you. I had to. I let the first kidnap me, and I had to let her think I was done for. I knew she might intercept some messages, and knew she wouldn't be worried about you collecting Zyton. Why would she? She thought she was invincible. But all the time I was working with you. I only work with the best, and I knew you fitted the bill. I always know. And before you go, one more thing. Emma, I've downloaded her consciousness into a synthetic person. Someone you might recognize. Away from all this, she's living a happy life because of everything you did, and she is so grateful. We've landed. The TARDIS has brought us home. Recognize this place? Go on. Take a look. You're gonna have to do it all over again to save the universe, and steady. You'll feel disorientated for a second or two. That's because we've shorted out the time differential, but you'll be okay in a tick. Right. This is goodbye. For now. Just 2 more things. 1, thank you. Really, thank you for everything. And 2, you remember Emma told you she'd always be your friend?
Well, that makes 2